Okay, YouTube, in this video we're going to work with an application of rational exponents. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. It says a hospital purchases a machine for $75,000. The hospital expects the useful life of the machine to be 12 years, at which time its value will have depreciated to be this value instead. So it'll only be worth, it looks like, a fifth of the original price. The annual depreciation rate, R, in decimal form is given by this formula here. So you'll see here that we have the rate R is given by 1 minus this ratio to the 1/nth power, the nth root of S over C, where they're going to tell us here N is the useful life of the item in years. So it looks like that's going to have to be our 12 years value here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We say 12 years is the useful life value, is our N here. We say S is the salvage value in dollars. So this S value here is what we can get out of this after 12 years. So it looks like that's this 15,000 here. So we say $15,000 is our salvage value. We say that C is the original cost in dollars. So we have C is $75,000. It says what is the annual depreciation rate? Or excuse me, what annual depreciation rate did the hospital use? So it seems that to find this rate, in order to find this rate here, we need all of these quantities on the right, and that we have these values from the problem. So let's go ahead and place them into our model here. So we have the rate in decimal form is equal to 1 minus. Now we're going to write here our ratio, where our salvage cost was 15,000. I'm not going to use a comma on that. And I get 75,000 down here. And this is to the 1/nth power, or in this case, the 12th root of this number right here. So what we're going to end up with is a situation where these zeros cancel out, and also that 15 is actually a factor of 75. 15 goes into itself once and into 75 5 times. So we get 1 minus 1/5, and then this is all to the 1/12th power. So I'm going to get my calculator out here, and I'm going to type this in, but really what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to type it in so that it reads this way on my calculator. So it doesn't look very pretty, but what we end up with is this. We have 1 minus 1 minus. Now in parentheses we have our 1/5. So here's our 1/5, and then we say to the power of 1 divided by 12. So we need that 1/12 to be in parentheses also. So we would get this right here, 1 minus 1/5 to the 1/12, and we end up with 0.1255-ish. So I'm going to say approximately 0.1255-ish. And the reason why I went out 4 decimal places is because if this is a rate as a decimal, then the actual rate as a percentage as we move our decimal back to the right 2 places would be 12.55%. So to answer this question, we say, what annual depreciation rate did the hospital use? The hospital must have used an annual depreciation rate. The hospital used an annual depreciation rate of 12.55%. Cheers.